Hey everyone, welcome back to Sham's Makeup Artistry. In today's video, I would like to share with you a review and also a demo on a highlighter, and this highlighter has been everywhere on the social media, and it's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's none other than the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy's collaboration highlighter. Besides the highlighter itself, I'm also doing a demo on the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their bronzer, this is their powder bronzer, and this was also newly launched. So I got both of them on the very same day, and each of them retails at $28, and it's available at the Anastasia Beverly Hills website. So I would like to do a demo for you guys on how it personally looks on my skin tone, especially for deeper skin tone girls. If you want to see how the highlighter looks like on my skin tone, definitely stay tuned. Before that, let's just get into the highlighter. So I like to share the highlighter and all its detail before I go into my demo. This is how the highlighter packaging looks like. It's a beautiful, beautiful packaging. It has stars in front, black with rose gold kind of writing on the in front, which says Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy. And at the back of the highlighter, which all the details are, it says it's an illuminating powder with an ultra smooth formula and radiant finish. And Amrezy has left a message. She says that she lives for a perfect glow, for a constant focus in my makeup routine. I'm always looking for the most luminous glow with natural second skin finish. This collaboration with Anastasia Beverly Hills brings my highlighter dreams to life, and I'm so happy to share this sun in a compact with Rezy's riders. So I was very keen to try this out. When I was checking on all the photos on the social media, it looked really pretty. That's why I decided to try out this highlighter. On the inside, there is a mirror, and this is how the highlighter itself looks like. I definitely love the embossing. Hands down, it's really, really beautiful. It has like a wavy kind of embossing on the front, and this highlighter kind of looks gold, and at the same time it kind of has like a olive kind of tone to it. I personally feel that it looks like gold olive kind of finish, and I am actually wearing the highlighter over my face area. I definitely would like to share with you the bronzer also before we get into the demo, and this is how the bronzer packaging looks like. Very similar to the highlighter, but it's much more simple with Anastasia Beverly Hills embosses on it. And on the inside, this is how the bronzer looks like. It does come with a mirror, and I picked out the shade Sable. There are 5 different shades, I believe, in the bronzer range. So I picked out, I believe, the 3rd or the 4th last shade. I picked out the shade because I felt that it looked very beautiful, and I felt that it would also work as a blusher. If you guys can see, I've already applied this bronzer on my skin, and you can see there's a lot of powdery fallout of the bronzer on the pan itself. So that's the only thing that you have to be very careful. You probably need to tap off the excess before you apply them on your face. But on the face area, it does look very beautiful, just like any other matte bronzers. I personally don't mind whether it's matte or it has some luminosity to it, but this one is more of like a matte finish. So back to the highlighter. This highlighter is actually a limited edition highlighter. I don't know how long it will stay, but if you want to get your hands on it, make sure you go really quick to get your hands on it, because they might just fly away from the Anastasia Beverly Hills website or even in the stores. I believe it might be available in Sephora real soon, which I'm not very sure. If I have the details, I'll leave them on the description bar below. Before we get into the demo, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more of these reviews of mine, and let's just jump into the demo. So I've already applied the entire face makeup, and I just wanted to show you guys how this highlighter and the Anastasia Beverly Hills powder bronzer works on my skin. This is the very first time I'm trying out the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzers, and this is in the shade Sable. And I decided to pick out the shade because I felt that it looked beautiful when it was applied on the model itself. And it also comes with a very sturdy mirror, so I'm just going to use my e.l.f. brush to see how this applies. This is actually a blush brush. The bronzer itself is pretty powdery when I'm picking out the shade from the pan. When I look at the viewfinder, I see the bronzer showing up very beautifully on the skin, but when I look at my mirror, I don't know why it's not reflecting the bronzer that I'm applying. And this doesn't have any kind of scent to it. I'm just packing a little bit more. But I do like how the shade is actually showing up. I'm actually wearing a white shirt, so everything that I'm picking on the pan is like falling on my shirt. So there is lots and lots of fallout on this bronzer powder. So I'm just going to apply very light blush before I try on the highlighter itself. And before I put on the highlighter, I'm just going to use a translucent powder just to clear up the lines on my face area, just to define this particular area. And I'm just going to leave that alone, and I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills. All my translucent powder is like flying all over. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, and this is the Amrezy highlighter. Of course, it's all over the social media right now. I really love the packaging, and I also love the embossed packaging on the inside. It's really beautiful. I believe it's still available, and this highlighter retails at $28, which is a very affordable price for an highlighter. And I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter brush to apply this highlighter. It kind of looks like a little bit goldish green. So I'm just going to do a swatch first. This is how it looks like. And at the back of my hands, this is how it swatches like. So it does look very pretty. So I'm going to see how it works on my skin tone, because I do have fairly a deeper skin tone. So I wanted to see how this highlighter works for us deeper skin tone girls. That's why I decided to do this demo for you. So I'm just going to use my brush. Oh wow, this is a pretty intense highlighter. It looks beautiful on the skin. I'm also looking at my mirror in front of me, and it looks really beautiful, very well blended in. Doesn't leave any streakiness. I do really like this highlighter. This is how the highlighter and the bronzer looks like on my skin tone. Again, the bronzer that I picked up is the shade Sable. And let's get back into my final verdict. Now we're done with the demo. I'm sure you know how it looks like on my skin right now. I personally do really like this highlighter. I feel that it looks very smooth on the skin, and when I'm applying on my face, I do not see any streakiness or any kind of like flaky or fallouts or shimmer over my face area. And I really like how it looks like on my skin tone. This is like a BAM kind of highlighter. Like when I look at my face, I can see it very clearly on my face area. But I do like wearing this sort of highlighters on everyday basis. Like keep everything else simple and nice, and then I like to glow all over my face area. With that, I do love this highlighter. So if you're someone who loves all the glow to your face area and you do not want something that looks chunky or very glittery, you may want to try out this highlighter. It's a beautiful one to have in your collection, and I personally feel for $28 is definitely worth the buy. And moving on to the bronzer, I have a very quick update on the bronzer. I do like the bronzer, but I personally do not feel that it's out of the world kind of bronzer. I am more of a fan of my Hourglass, my Girl On, and my Bobbi Brown matte bronzers more than this particular bronzer. This is of course a nice one, but I feel that the fallout is just too much. But it's definitely a smoother version of powder. Maybe that's why it has more fallouts. I've no major complaint because it does look very beautiful on the skin, but I do not feel that this is like a must have kind of bronzer, if that does make sense to you guys. So I do hope that you found my demo and my review of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter and also their bronzer being helpful for you guys to decide or not if you're going to pick up, especially if you have deeper skin tone like mine. To my very next one, stay beautiful both inside and out, and give me a thumbs up, share all the love and support, and subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.